This meeting is being recorded.
Hi, Kiran. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hi Dayal. Very good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Okay, so let me share my screen. So yesterday we were getting some error, right, while installing the Chaincode. So now one correction we need to do, and then we are good to go. So, and meanwhile, just up your network and create channel. Okay, just remove everything, and so I just go inside desktop, Hyperledger, HLC, and insurance application, INS network. Okay, so I just down my network once. And basically, in the deploy CC, okay. So in deploy CC, we are getting error on this check commit readiness. Okay. So what I'm going to do is we'll comment out this check commit readiness. Okay, just comment this. Also, just comment this line number 302, 303, and 310 and 311. 4 line. Just comment it, and
311 and
310 and 311.
just two lines.
These 2 lines and 302 and 303.
Yeah, 302 and 303. Okay.
Okay, and now let's try to let me open my lab 6. Okay, so I just bring up my network, and I will create a channel with this single command. So I'm just running step number 3 now. Okay, so my insurance Now let's try to deploy the chain code. I've not provided the channel name. So let me provide the channel name now. Okay, so I just insurance channel and CCV is to CCS is to okay. Insurance. Oh, bad. Okay, so I'm just trying to install it again with the proper channel name.
Command not accepted earlier. Was
Yeah.
that
So actually, I just have given this ISC, this one.
okay?
ISC chain code. So basically, CCN should be here. I have given after deploy CC.
Mhm.
That's why.
Okay.
Again, sequence problem. Okay, so now it is installed correctly. So one correction which we have to do here is we have to just give the channel name, insurance channel. Okay, so just try this out. If it is installed, then let me know. If you are facing any issue, then we can have discussion on that. After that, steps are pretty much simple. So you can just execute these steps and create the user, register the account. Okay. So do I need to do it again, or will you be able to do this?
Because this testing step for testing the application, right? So we can.
Your logic is correct.
Yeah.
So just try to run this, and if you get any issues, then let me know.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
now today I am going to. So we'll start with the new things. So here we'll try to understand the Fabric CA. Okay. So this is the link for the documentation. Okay. So now, so I hope everyone has the machine ready. So basically what we are going to do here is, we are not going to do anything on insurance channel as of now. Oh, sorry, insurance application. So just leave your insurance application as it is. Okay. And let's come back here and just open a new tab. Okay. And go to again test network in Fabric samples.
Okay. Test network folder.
And also open the Fabric samples in your VS Code. Okay. So once it is ready, let me know. So I have my open my test network in the VS Code, and in the VS Code, if you see right now, you see ador3 config keys docker network dot along with the readme dot. So total how many? Around 9 files are there. Correct? Files and folder. So the idea here is till this point we were creating our certificates using a static process. So static process meaning we just provide a configuration file, crypto config file, and then my CryptoGen tool will generate the certificate for me, right? But let's say in your application, users are like getting registered on the real time. Okay, then how you are going to generate the certificates or issue the certificates for them, correct? So for them, we need to set up the Fabric CA, that is Fabric CA. Okay, so Fabric CA is Fabric Certificate Authority, right? And it will help us to generate the certificates or issue the certificate in the real time. Okay, or at the runtime whenever we need. So it will just generate the certificate. We have to just send a request to the Fabric CA, and Fabric CA will issue the certificates, right? So now I will be generating the certificate. So to generate the certificate, the very first thing what we have to do is we have to create a CA server. Okay, so the very first job what we have to do is we have to create a Fabric CA server. So Fabric CA server is already available. There is a binary in your Fabric samples. So if you open Fabric samples bin folder, so there is a Fabric CA client and Fabric CA server. Okay, so can you see here?
Yes.
So basically Fabric CA server and Fabric CA client, these are the two binaries which we are going to use to start our server and issue the certificates. Okay, so now the very first thing is I'm going to export my path so that my my bin folder is available in the terminal. Okay, and make sure you are doing this inside test network. Okay, after that I am going to start a CA server. Okay, so to start a CA server, the command is fabric CA server start -b admin and admin pw. So basically, first we are going to register the admin and admin pw for my CA. Okay,
Actually,
so
this is the same username and password that it is using that we set up during the initial one.
no, this
So
is
for
the same.
couch,
No, couch is completely different.
Mhm.
This is completely different.
Yeah, but the credentials that we are using, so same credentials we use for logging into CouchDB as well.
See, credentials here, these are the different one. Okay, so you can give anything if you want. Okay,
Okay.
so credential is it is just the same because they don't want to confuse people with multiple credentials. That's why. That's it.
Mhm.
Okay, so here we are going to start the fabric CA server. So when we start the fabric CA server, what will happen is it will generate the certificate for CA first, because of course everyone should be having the certificates. So CA also should be having the certificates. So it will generate the CA and it will generate the certificates for CA. Okay, so now right now if you see in your test network, only 8 to 9 files and folders are there, right? But once I start this, so let's start this. So here you can see operation server is listening on 127.127.0.0.1.9443 and my listening on HTTP 0.0.0.0.7054. Okay, and now just come back to your VS Code, and here and this is insurance. So this is my test fabric samples. So in the fabric samples, this is my test network. And now in the test network, can you see some new files? One is MSP,
Yes.
one is CA.PM. So MSP is, this is the fabric CA MSP, which will have the key stores. And then CA.PM, this will have your certificates. Okay. Then CA server config.yaml, CA server.db. This is SQLite 3 database, especially for designed for storing the certificates inside the fabric CA. And then issuer public key and issuer revocation public key. Okay, so basically I have created a server here. Okay, a fabric CA server. Now my server is running, so I can send the request to server to issue the certificates. Okay, correct. So this is the random process, or this is the runtime process where when you can issue the certificates, the runtime. So now let's do one thing. Let's open a new tab. Okay, so remember, from this new tab, I'm going to send the request for the issuing the certificates, and logs you can check it out here. Request will come here. Okay, so now go to document and let's export the path again in the new terminal. And after that, let's initialize the fabric CA server. Right now my CA server is just running. Okay, it is not being initialized. So let's initialize it. So initialize it. Here you can see admin and admin pw, the same ID password I'm passing. So, and I'm just doing from. So initialization was successful. Here you can see all the keys has been generated. And if you come back here, okay, so now this database is not open, otherwise I will. Okay, actually when we initialize the server, and in this db.db, all the files or all the certificates will be stored. Okay, but anyway, now let's enroll the client. Okay, so I will enroll the client. So for before that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to export a CA client home directory. So my CA client home directory would be Fabric CA clients and admin, and then I'm going to use a binary that is Fabric CA client enroll and path. Okay, path of my Fabric CA server. So my CA server is running on this particular path, right? Localhost 70554. Just verify it. You can just check it out here. It is running on 7054. Correct. ID and password is admin and admin PW, and localhost. Localhost meaning 0000. Correct. So let's register a client now. Export. Okay, so when we register a client, our certificates have been generated here. Okay, and here you can see the last was this one, and sign certificate with serial number this, post enroll 201. Okay. Okay, so basically request, this server is listening the request, and it is able to execute the execute our request, and it is able to generate the certificates. Correct. Now next thing is, let's say right now we have only one admin, okay, which we have created along with this. Now let's say if you want to register a new admin. Okay, so let's export the path for admin, and let's try to register. Let's try to register the second admin. To register the admin, we will use Fabric CA client register. Then we will give the ID name, that is admin2. ID affiliation. Okay, ID affiliation meaning you have to define some affiliation here. Okay, so in the Fabric, it provides the facility or the feature to differentiate the users on the basis of departments, okay, or on the basis of some particular user groups. So here we are creating one user group, that is org1 department1. Okay, and that can be done with the help of id.affiliation. And here we are going to use attributes. So attributes would be like your revoker is true or false. Admin is like, if it is admin, then your admin should be true. Okay, and the certificate which it is going to use is ecerts. So now let's try to register a okay. So now new user has been registered, and we got a password here. Okay, and here also you can see we are getting post 201. So first one was enroll, second one was register. Okay, so the idea here is, first you have to register the user, admin, client, anyone, then you have to enroll. Clear?
Yes.
After that, let's say there is if you want to set the different attributes here. Okay, let's say you are registering admin 3, and affiliation is org1 department, and in the attributes, if you want to give, let's say hf's auto registered, or if you want to give up a particular role. So here the role is peer, right? Peer and client, two roles we are giving here to this particular admin, and hf.revoker is true. Okay, so this particular admin, we are giving the name as admin, right? Admin 3 I'm giving here, but this is not exactly a admin because role is not admin. If you see the command, admin is equal to true is not there in the highlighted command, step number 8, right? Can you see that?
Yes.
So your users or your access will be defined on the basis of rules, not with the basis of name. Name anything you can give. So it mean 3 doesn't mean it is an admin. Okay. So let's try to run this. Okay. So here you can receive response created and you get the password also here. And same here, register has been done. Similarly, you can give another attributes and then you can register a admin 4. Okay. Now let's try to use a config file. Okay. So we are having a config file here. If you can see, one fabric CA server config.yaml is there, right? So in the config file, just search for affiliation. Okay, so this is the affiliation, and let me just take this out where exactly we have to do the changes. So here let's try to so let me just give after CSR. Okay, so I have just put this information here. So basically the here the affiliation is organ.department, and let's try to run this command.
Where exactly you put that?
Anywhere in the file. Okay.
Okay. Anywhere.
Let me just try this out because I have not tried from last month, like last couple of months. It's working now. So anywhere you can put, only make sure is ID is a first parameter. Okay, so I have just put it in, below the CSR. This is my CSR. So just below the CSR, I have just put it this. Okay, done.
That's error. Let me just check. Showing me that there is a syntax error in YAML, line 1 to 3.
Okay. Can you share your screen?
Yes. think I made one mistake. If you just quickly check that if it is not working.
Sure.
Yeah, it worked. It was my mistake.
Okay, fine. So next,
Admin file, one new user with new password. Okay.
So here you can see one Fabric CA folder is there, the admin in the MSP. I think one new. Okay. Now let's come back. And here, so we had registered the admins. Now let's register a peer. Okay. So now you can just export. Okay. And then we can use the command Fabric CA client register. ID would be peer1, type would be peer, affiliation would be org1.department1, secret would be peer1 pw, secret meaning password. Okay. So in the peer registration, two things: first register a peer, second enroll the peer, right? So let's try to register first. So peer has been registered. Now let's enroll the peer. So it has been enrolled, and here you can see here the enroll was okay. So here you can see peer 1 is there, and these are the certificates has been generated. All right.
Yes.
Similarly, different, you can use this enrolling and registration with different things. Like let's say if you want to give user, let's say here right now I'm just enrolling a user, right? So username user1, secret is your secret for your user, then ID type is client. Okay, so your users will be registered as a client. Okay, then affiliation would be org1, attributes would be app1 admin is true, ecert, and email is user1@gmail.com. So you can give a email ID also here. So let me okay. Similar way, let's say if you want to give an email ID, phone number, anything like attributes, you can have anything. Now let's say I just want to enroll this same user. So let me enroll this. So the user has been enrolled. So first register, then enroll. So when you enroll, we'll get the here we'll get all the details about the user. After that, if you want to get the identity list, okay, so this is the command to get the identity list. So let's try to run this. So right now the identity list are these many identity lists are there. Okay, so these many identities we have created. I'm just highlighting here. So total 1 2 3 4 5 6. So admin 2, admin 3, admin 5, peer 1, user 1, right? These many identities we have created. So it will just list out the number of identities available in your or a number of identities issued by your Fabric CA. Okay.
Yes.
Next, let's say if you want to if you want to add a user, but with the help of a JSON. Okay, so basically in JSON, all you have written all the things. So that is also possible. So instead of giving a single argument, you can just pass a JSON. So let me pass a JSON here to register user 2. Okay. And let's say if you want to remove a particular identity. Okay. So you can remove the identity with the help of remove keyword. Let's say I just want to remove for user 1. Okay. Okay, fine. My identity removal is disabled. So I have to enable from the configuration. But again, I have to create the server for that. Okay, anyway, I will tell you where exactly you have to remove that. So identity removal, identity. Okay, I think we have to create a new variable here to enable this identity removal. I will check and I will let you know from where you can remove the identity, like from where you can enable the identity removal. Okay. Then if you want to list out the affiliation, so this is the command. You can just list out the affiliation from both the organization. Affiliation, as I said, right now we have this affiliation for org1 and org2. Okay, org1 has 2 affiliations, org2 has only 1 affiliation. If you want to list out or filtered affiliations, let's say only for org2, that can be done with the help of this. And now let's say if you want to add a new affiliation, so basically just use the keyword new. So new affiliation has been added. Now if you do the list, you will see in org1 we have 3 affiliations now. New added affiliation is also there, org1.dept1. Okay, if you guys remember in the chain code writing, we were using this. Okay, not this example, sorry, my bad. Okay, then if you want to register a client, you can use the new affiliation and then you can register a client with that. And if you want to remove an affiliation, you can remove the affiliation with the help of this command. So remove command for the revocation of your affiliation. After that, let's say if you want to list out the certificate, so this is the command to list out the certificate. Okay, so these many certificates are available here. And if you want to list out the certificate for a specific person, let's say for a admin, so this is how you can get the certificate for admin. Or let's say for user 1, so this is for user 1. Okay, so what I would need from you guys is just go through with these commands, okay, once, because not tomorrow but on Monday, when we are going to implement the same thing in the insurance application. Okay, so this particular lab is to just understand the Fabric CA commands. What type of commands are there, like register, enroll, for admin, for user, for peer, for client. Okay, next session would be like a how we are going to implement with the with our custom network. Okay, so just read this out 2-3 times, try to remember which command will be used for which one. Okay, so it will be very easy for you guys when I try to integrate with the custom network, because that is very complex process. Okay, if these commands are not if you don't remember these commands, or if you don't have handy of these commands, then it will be very difficult to understand. Okay, so make sure that you read these commands at least 2-3 times, and then it will be easy for you to implement the complete Fabric CA with the insurance application. Okay, so that's it I have for today. Anything else, anyone, any issues? And Kiran, what about that custom network you were creating? Are you facing any issues there? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are, but I think he is.
Okay, fine, no problem. Okay, fine. So anything else, anyone? If not, then when we can wrap up the session. I think you have the this link you have, right? Lab 7. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I have added that link to the board as well.
Okay, sure. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks there.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.